Hello, good evening, welcome. My name is Kwabena. Welcome. I want to share with you tonight six qualities of a good business. Six qualities of a good business. They say that you can't do what you don't know, and you can only go as much as you have trained for. And consistency in knowledge, in practice, go a long way to prove success in anything. And business is part of it. Normally, when anybody starts a business, there are so many things that you start to learn. And if you started them, if when you start and you know some of these things, the likelihood that you'll be successful will be there. Of course, you will go through some of the challenges that everybody would have to go through. But when you have some of these things well understood, thought out, you have a fair chance of succeeding in spite of the environmental issues, in spite of the economic issues, in spite of all the other issues that all businesses go through. Now, even if you start on a wrong note and it starts to hit you, that maybe you have to find a way to make it work, and you start to get some of these things right, it's so likely that it will start to make sense. Most people think that when they start business that's not working, their solution is superstitious. Most often, it's something beyond, us. They resort to all kind of solutions and interventions. Yet, I think these things are so basic. So the first quality, I think, is you must have a good product. You must have a good service that is needed by a lot of the area or the location or the community or the country that you're operating your business. So your business basically is solving problems, and you're offering a product. Could be tangible product or intangible product. If that product is needed by a lot of the people, then there is, and a lot of the people can afford it, then there is a good chance that the business that you have started may will work out. So you think through the need that is available, the need that that is pertinent in the region, in the district, in the town, in the area that you have set your business, the solution that you are offering. Make sure that that solution is much needed by a high number or high percentage of the people. Uh, if it happens like that, there's a likelihood that you have a fair chance of your business working out. So some people will say that niche market and all those are just business class things. When you hit the ground and you really want to build a business and you want to turn an idea into a business structure, look at the need and how much that need is needed. It will help you to at least have something that may work. The next one will be having had that product, that service that is needed by a certain number, a high percentage of the people. You should also make sure that you have some good margins on the service that you're offering. And if it's good, or you're doing volumes, one of them. If you're not doing volumes, then maybe the margin should be good. If you are producing at a very close, there's that likelihood that you may run into financial difficulties. So there should be good margins. Maybe less production costs. Whatever you're producing, whether service or product, less production costs, and it should also be at least sold at a price that can take care of all the others and still be left with something. Because there are so many things that are involved in you trying to take a product to an the marketing, you try to build a business. There's so many costs, so many things that are involved, and a lot of them don't even work out. So if you're that close, if you're producing a thing at 1 city and you're selling at 1.1, you're too close, especially when it's a new business and you don't control a lot of the other variables. The likelihood that the business may not be good is high. But if you can, produce it at a very low price and maybe have the price multiplied by some good number, then there's that possibility that you have a good product which you can have a good business out of it. The next one, the third one, is make sure that the cash is flowing, and it's flowing in the positive. Good cash flow is a sign that maybe you're building something that can work out. They say that most businesses fail, and of course they will fail. Most of them will fail anyway. But if you have some of these things in good shape as good indicators, you may be able to build a business. So the cash flow should be good. The cash flow should be good. You should have money coming in, especially if you look at the economy, if you look at the things that we do. I think that the best of businesses are businesses that are seeing money every day. So you don't want to get into the business that you have to work for 6 months before they give you a check. You become a criminal. You don't want to work and pile those checks. They said, "Oh, come." Then when you start to look for the check, when you start to ask for payment, they start to give you stories. You're likely to succeed with your business if so many people are bringing you cash. They come to pick the product, they give you money. They come to pick the product, they give you money. They come to pick the product, they give you money. Instantly. You are so much likely to succeed with a business that looks like that. Or the businesses that are saying that I have contract, with whatever. They said that they have signed 1 million project and they will give me, mobilization. And when I've worked, I raise the certificate, then they'll pay me. Those kind of businesses, they are not for the unskilled. They are not for the people who don't understand business. So make sure that you receive money every day. The kind of economy we have, if you're not receiving money every day, you're not likely to succeed with your business. And so look at that. The cash flow is everything to the survival of your business. If they say that the business, the success of the business is in its design. Before they say that before the business will succeed, it's likely that the design of the business was well thought out, was well thought through. That's why the business succeeded. And so if it's not much thinking, if not much thinking goes into the cash flow component of the business, then you will be one of, you have a lot of lessons to put up with. So look at the cash flow. Look at it very well. Look at the cash flow. A lot of your problems will come from the cash issues. A lot of your difficulties will come from the cash issues. So if you have the cash flow and it's in positive means that you are spending less than what you're paid for. You're spending less than what you've paid for. So you have excess, you have some difference too. And you're receiving the cash every day. That for me looks like a good business. You can, or any other thing can happen to the business. But at least if some of these things are in good shape, you will fight. You'll be okay. You will fight. You'll be okay. So then the fourth one is the business must have strong leadership. The business must have strong leadership. Obviously, the business was started by somebody. There's somebody in charge of the business. That person must provide very strong leadership. Strong leadership means that you are not hysterical, you're not so much emotional. You must provide stability. Even when troubles look at in your face, you must be confident, you must be courageous. Business is about risk, and a lot of them may not work out. So if they don't work out, are you able to be stable? Are you able to stand? You must have long-term perspective of the business. You're not giving yourself 1 month, 2 months. You're giving yourself long-term. So which means that you are going to expect a lot of patience. You are going to You must have the skill of leadership. You should be able to combine two opposing views, hold them in the same head. So you must be able to provide. You must have the ability to initiate when you feel like not getting up in the morning. You must provide leadership to yourself. You must provide leadership to the team. You must provide that optimism. You must be very much positive. You must have that kind of personality. You must look for solutions and productivity. The business needs leadership. If you don't provide that, there will not be any business. You cannot panic when everything is breaking. No, you must be stable. And the business needs that. If the business does not have that strong leadership, the business will not work. The business will not work because business is a problem you're solving. Somebody must be responsible for all the craziness that will come up. So, my name is Kwabena. I'm talking about some, 6 qualities of a good business. 6 qualities of a good business, and I'm saying that number one, you must have good product or good solution or good service that you're providing, and that is needed by, substantial number of people in the area that you're operating. The other one is that the service you're operating, that whatever you're offering must have some good margins. You must produce less, way less than what you're offering to the market in terms of price. The third one is the cash flow. They should be able to pay you, even though somebody may be offering good, product with good margins, but he's not receiving the cash every day. There'll be trouble. Provide the service, they pay you the 6 months time. You don't have good business. So you must also receive money consistently every time, because the business is eating the money every day anyway. So if you're not receiving, then you are going everywhere to go and borrow and to cry and to weep, and it takes toll on you. The next one, the fourth one, is you must have strong leadership. The business must have strong leadership. Somebody in the team must be responsible for a lot of things, to call the shots and not run away when you are being chased. Somebody should be able, you should be bold, you should be courageous to say that this is the path that we should take. If somebody is able to provide that, the business will have a fair chance succeeding. So that's a mark of a good business, where you can see clear leadership which is being provided. Leadership is not just shouting, or it's not just positional. Talking of where you are stable and you're able to solve problems as they come, and you're able to give direction, and you're able to keep the team together. And the next one is you must have a solid and committed team. If it's a business, it's probably going to be more than one person. If it's a good business, it will be a lot of opportunities and employment, and a lot of help will be needed, which means you will need people, and people make the team. That team, if it's not really groomed to be one, if that team is not one, if that team is not committed to the vision of the business is not a good business. No matter how much good, or no matter how somebody is well skilled, if they cannot be part of the team, if they are not committed to the business, if they are not interested, if they are not passionate about what the business is about and the future of the business, no matter how skilled they are not good for the business. They can be average, but if they can understand working together, because the resource of the team is always far more than the best individual in the team. The result, the decision, the productivity that is coming out of the decision that the team made together, always far more exceeds the one that one individual is making. So you need a team, and you need a very strong team. And what I've seen most often in our country is that most people are not committed to where they work, the team that they are part of. Most people their worldview is very much individualistic, it's that much selfish. So even when they are with a very good company, their mind is still not there. They are looking at what will come to them and where they want to go. And a lot of people think that where they are, they would have had better. They would have been better if they had not been where they are. And most people were nowhere anyway until they joined that company. But that is the culture. So you, as a leader, must provide that kind of grooming for the team to be so much committed and be hearty and be passionate about the business and own the business. own it. And anytime you see a group of people working in any company where you can see that they own the vision of the business, they're passionate, they are not, you cannot be part of something that you're helping to build and steal from it, you know. So you can see that once people are committed to the vision of the business, that once people are very much, you know, solid in being part of the business, you can see that even the losses will go down, because then you have a solid team who takes ownership of where the business is going. So you need that. That's a sign of a good business. If you have very divided team, you don't have a business. You know, so that would be a bad sign of of a business, and that will mean that the business has trouble. So a good sign of a business is that the people are that much together. You can see that they are very much focus on where the business is going and where the business, what the business has become. So you need that. If you don't have that, you don't have a business. That obviously. So you must build that culture where the people working in the business that much committed to the business. That is a strong team. You are nothing more than the team that you have been able to build as a business owner. If your team is weak, you don't have a team. And nobody achieves anything alone anyway. So you must have that skill to make sure that that business is succeeding. The next one is that you must have solid routines, processes, and systems. Any strong business has solid routines to training, solid routines to the finances, to the production, solid routines and structures and systems for the activities of the business. You know, because business is a complex structure, and if you don't have good systems, and the systems, I'm not talking about computers, I'm talking about things that you're able to control and flow and follow, that they can run without you so much being present. If you have something like that, it means that the business is a good business. You know, if they have to call you for every problem, you still have a long way to go in terms of building a good business. You know, so when you start, some of these things may not just be readily available, if that is an English word. But as you go on, you start to identify some of these things. As you study, as you research, as you grow, as you get exposed, as you dig, you start to know that for the business to work, some of these things must be present. So if the business is not working, maybe go and look at how you can correct some of these things. If you start to correct some of these things, the business will work. If the business is not working, it's not the devil, it's not demon, it's not the case. There are things that must be in place for the business to work. So if they are in place, you are likely to have a good business. If they are not in place, man, you are going to suffer. And you suffer for a long time until you qualify, until you pass some of these things. So my name is Kwabena. I'm talking about 6 qualities of a good business. And the first one is that you must have a product that is in high demand. Service that you're rendering that a lot of the people need. So you look at a community, you see what people really need and they're ready to pay for, and they can pay. It's likely that you have a good business. The next one is you must have good margins. The margins must be good. You should be able to produce way less than what you're selling. And the next one is the cash flow. You must receive cash every minute. If you design business that people are paying you every minute, you have a good business. And the next one is there must be strong leadership. The business must be led, and somebody should be responsible for all the. Somebody should be able to design and control the culture and develop a very productive, ethical, honest culture. So and that is the duty of a leader in a business. So, and that comes through a lot of training, a lot of knowledge sharing, and controls. So if you're not doing that consciously, you will not have productivity in your business. The next one is that's the fifth one, will be solid team. Business is made up of people, and it's your duty. So if you see a good business, you see that you can see they're very much happy to be working in that business. They want the business to work. People are happy coming to work. People are not complaining. They don't want to dodge. People take ownership of the business wherever they are placed. That is a sign of a good business. That is a sign of a good business. And the last one will be the business that has structures, routines, processes. It could be just procedures that they have written down that they follow, whether it's customer service, whether it's sales training, whether it's the finances, whatever it is. You can see that they have some few points that they follow consistently. So one person leaves, another person comes, that person can stay and work. But if everything is in one person's head, then it's not a good business. So you can put a lot of things in place to train. And anybody at all can be there 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year, and the person moves, another person comes in. You can see that they can flow. So you can see that there are processes, there are systems, there are structures in that business. That's a sign that that business is a good business. And so thank you very much for watching. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're building business, some of these things, there could be more. So you have to find them. And if the business is not working, it's likely that some of these things are not there. It's not, the business is not working. If the business starts to work, you will see. We have had a lot of them that didn't work, and some of these things were not there. And so if you structure, you design business, and these things are not things that within your means, it's likely that you're going to fail in that business. But the closer you are to some of these things, the likelihood that your business will work out and work out well. So thank you very much for watching.